Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is Amanda Lee, and because of the high volume of requests, we are going to be doing a 2021 Q&A over Instacart. Let's go ahead and talk about some of your questions. The first question I hear all the time is, when do you get paid? Instacart does have two options as far as getting your money from the app. The first option is the direct deposit. You earn your money for that week, and on Tuesday, at least for me, the money begins to be processed or transferred into your account, and it takes about 1 to 2 days for it to go into your bank. So that direct deposit is weekly, and you have the option to take out whatever you have made that day that has already been processed. So let me explain. You do get tips as well as the Instacart payment. Tips are not processed until 24 hours after the delivery is complete, because your customer does always have the option to change their tip amount. I said always, but 24 hours after you've delivered, they can make a change to whatever they gave you. They can add or deduct. So be wary of that. Make sure you pick some really good groceries, but that is how you can be paid through the app. How do you let the customer know when you have delivered their items? Usually Instacart does have a button whenever you've arrived to the location that you're delivering to that says confirm arrival, and then it'll have another option to send a picture, and then after that option you are going to hit complete delivery. I do believe, don't quote me on this, but I do believe Instacart sends the customers notifications whenever you have hit these buttons, confirm arrival, send picture, all of the above. So I believe Instacart does notify them via the app whenever you have completed the delivery. Do you have to be a US citizen to be an Instacart shopper? As far as I know, you do not have to be a US citizen, but you do have to have your own vehicle and be at least 18 years old. And even in my situation, I don't turn 21 until this April, whoop, whoop. But as soon as I am 21, I'll be making a video and talking about how I then have the opportunity to deliver alcohol. So there are different little levels that you can get to, but the first one that I know of is you have to be 18 and you gotta have your own car. How do the taxes work? Oh, I'm so excited that I can answer this question. I have filed for my first year's taxes with Instacart this year for 2020. My advice is to first save so many receipts. Anything you spend for Instacart, whether it's getting bags, whether it's getting gas, save your receipt. And whenever the tax filing process comes due, you can get a lot of that money taken off, because Instacart will send you a 1099 NEC. This is what they send for independent contractors, because you are fully responsible for, again, all of the things that you are providing to do your job. When you go in to file your 1099, I did go to TurboTax. Remember, TurboTax is only free if you are filing a W-2 or some of that easy stuff. You know, whenever it comes to things like Instacart, you do have a $40 fee to make sure that you can go through and put all of your receipts in there for independent contracting. I don't know how to explain the intricacies of the process, but again, I was able to do it on TurboTax. Instacart emailed me and mailed me a copy of the 1099 NEC, making just over $2,400. I paid out personally $340, add on the $40 from TurboTax, it's about $380. That is not bad, as long as you are willing to be prepared, willing to be disciplined enough to save your income, and smart enough to take your receipts and keep them. Again, that number was without any receipts. My first year, I did not take any receipts. I didn't keep any of them. I didn't save any of that guap that I could have, but 10 out of 10 would recommend. Don't let this scare you out of being an Instacart shopper. Filing taxes as an independent contractor, I know for me, was absolutely terrifying. I don't want to owe anybody, especially the government, any kind of money, and TurboTax made it very easy. Not sponsored, but made it very easy to get the process done, and was very worth the $40. Again, you can go to somebody else to have them do it for you. My boyfriend does have a tax lady that he has do his taxes, although he makes a good bit more than I do. So with this small amount, again, $2,400, I didn't feel the need to go and pay the $100 or more that it would cost to have a real person. I was willing to pay the $40. You don't have to, but it was more convenient for me. I don't feel comfortable entering someone's home or knocking on their door. Can I always leave the groceries on their doorstep? you do always leave it on the doorstep, especially in 2021. They really prioritize, number one, wearing your mask in case you meet the customer. And number two, the customer does have the option to ask the person to knock on the door, person being the delivery driver, to knock on their door and then walk away. So the only interactions I've had that are close to people in general is when one, people come to my car to try and take the groceries, they tend to be wearing masks. Or number two, when I'm delivering the groceries, setting them on the doorstep, and someone opens up the door to give me a cash tip or just to say thank you. Do you have a referral code and how does it work? I do have a referral code. I'll put it up here on the screen somewhere. And the way they work is as soon as you, whoever you are, interested Instacart shopper / delivery driver, once you sign up and use my code, I will get a portion or benefit, I don't know how to word it. I do get a small payout, that's the word, for you signing up. And I don't get that payout unless you complete 90 or so batches, I believe, or at least an allotted amount of batches, so that it's actually proving that you're committed to Instacart, not just a buddy of mine trying to get me some money. But I would appreciate that. If it was possible, I would. Do you have to shop alone or can you bring a child with you? Oh, shout out to all my Instacart moms. That's so cute. You are recommended. It is recommended that you're shopping alone right now because of the C virus pandemic. Although, if circumstances require, it does not forbid anyone from having somebody or a little small one with them while you're shopping. I've seen couples actually delivering and shopping for Instacart together. So you can bring somebody along. Just make sure you are safe about it. You're wearing a mask and keeping your distance, not being disrespectful, all the regular rules. Do you pay with your own credit / debit card? Ooh, no, you never, ever could, should, or would pay with your own money. That is an absolute no. The big red flag if anybody asks you to do that through the app. If a customer says you need to, no, do not do that. Instacart will mail you a hard copy version of a card, credit / debit card, and they will tell you through the checkout process whether you're swiping it for debit or swiping it for credit. Because it takes a small amount of time to get the card mailed to you, Instacart even gives shoppers an option to download an Apple Wallet card so you can go ahead and just start shopping as soon as you are ready. That day if you really want to. As soon as you're accepted, just go for it. But again, never, ever use your own money to buy those groceries. I swear, please just don't do it. Don't. At stores that have loyalty programs, can you enter your own loyalty number to earn rewards from the customer's order? I don't have a solid yes or no, although I will go ahead and say it feels dirty to me. I do know that whenever I go to places like Kroger, where you have a Kroger rewards program, sometimes even a Publix, they'll ask you to scan an Instacart barcode, and then they'll ask you to scan the customer's rewards number. So more often than not, you're actually going to have a customer who has purchased items from that store because they have a loyalty program of their own. And sorry to say, but you gotta put the customer first. If you scan your own membership, that's naughty. That is not good. Do not do that. I don't know what would happen. I don't know if any repercussions would come, but don't do that. Also, just treat people how you'd want to be treated. Do you want to be chipped out of your own fuel points? No, don't do that to somebody's grandma who can't go to the store because she's at risk. That is unethical. Last question, do you need a membership to Instacart at stores like Costco or Sam's Club? This question actually came from my TikTok Instacart vlogs. I'm sure a lot of you are actually here because of those vlogs. So hi, how are you? Let me know in the comments if you are. But no, you actually do not need a membership at Costco or Sam's Club to take that order. Whenever you're going in, all you have to show them, as opposed to the membership ID, you show them your Instacart credit / debit card. What we were talking about earlier, you just flash that little green thing of plastic and they know you're okay and it's a go. That's actually kind of dangerous because I'm sure that could be misused by several shoppers. But when you get to the end of the checkout process, you do have to show, again, you know how I was talking about at loyalty programs, sometimes they'll say you have to scan an Instacart barcode as well as the loyalty program barcode. At the checkout process, you have to show the Costco or Sam's Club ID on your phone before you can process and, swipe your groceries. So I don't personally have to have one, but the customer definitely does. As far as I know, again, there are a few intricacies behind the ordering process that I might not be aware of. So definitely give a few other Instacart vloggers a check out haha. But I do encourage you going and looking into that. I've watched a few videos about it myself just because I want to be the best shopper I can be. For those who don't know, I want to become a registered dietitian one day, or go into dietetics or nutrition, some kind of science-based nutrition knowledge. And Instacart has been one of the biggest inspirations in that, to be honest. During the pandemic, it has been something that really motivates me to complete my schoolwork in business currently, because I can now see that people who are able to afford organic bananas and afford all these kombucha packs, it really makes me understand and feel like I see a bigger picture in nutrition. And if you're like me and you're interested in nutrition and maybe thinking about delivering Instacart, I promise you'll get so much more out of it than just doing a job. And if you are someone who is considering Instacart and you're not into nutrition, you don't really have to be. It's like doing a scavenger hunt on your phone and getting paid to do it. If that makes any sense, I can't tell you guys how much I enjoy my job. And the only thing I've ever been really stressed about in those circumstances, I've never had a really ill or, angry customer, especially because a lot of our customers, you guys, are at risk or, actually have the C virus. And we are helping people. If you're an Instacart shopper and just feeling demotivated, we are helping people. You do get to choose. I didn't ask this question, or I wasn't asked this question, but you are able to see where you're delivering to and how far it is from the store that you're delivering from before you even choose the batch, as well as how much you will be getting paid directly from that order. So it's very upfront, it's in your face, and I think it's so simple that the only thing that was very intimidating to me was the tax process, because I didn't know a lot about it. And again, I'm sorry I didn't go into the intricacies about that, but I hope I gave you guys some information that you could use. If you want to know anything at all else about Instacart, just leave it in the comments below. Or maybe you have more questions about my schooling or just anything like that. I love these Q&As where I can just talk to you guys. So let me know, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.